Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 117 and today, as you can quite clearly see, things aren't looking quite as HD. There are no HD texture packs going on right here, and that is because the Hermitcraft server has literally just now updated to Minecraft 1.9. So we are playing in the snapshots right now, which means of course we do now have access to the wings, which is very exciting indeed. I'm excited for that. But yeah, as you can see, we don't have any HD textures and we don't have my usual wool types, and redstone is going to look all ugly. So that's not particularly brilliant. I don't like playing without these sorts of things, so I guess I am going to have to make some updates and changes to my texture pack over the next couple days. But anyway, we are starting things off today inside the Hermit Hills area because, as you can see, I have done some Christmasing. Yes, we have sort of Christmas cheered the area up, and as you can see, we've got loads of presents, we've got loads and loads of candy canes, and we also have a Christmas tree, which I'm really quite proud of. I built this just on the fly in the live stream, and it ended up really quite good. I mean, this is a really good Christmas tree that I've managed to create here. So, yeah, this is basically all of the Christmas celebrations around the Mumbo Jumbaloon, but we are going to be moving away from that today, because we're not going to be working in my base, and we're not going to be working over here. We're going to be working over by Tango Tek's base. Something tells me that we're not going to be staying in Minecraft 1.9 for very long because A, the chat doesn't work, and B, Nether portals don't appear to be working for me. Yeah. I don't really know what to say other than that's not working at all, is it? So Minecraft 1.9, it's not so stable right now. I'm going to have to ask X to backroll us back to Minecraft 1.8, I think. Okay, another interesting development here is I went into the Nether Portal server side, but I didn't client side. Now what that means is that I've just logged in, and I've logged in somewhere completely random in the Nether. I have no idea where I am. Like, I logged in inside a bunch of blocks, and then of course I mined through them. But yeah, this is the thing that's happened now. So I'm basically going to have to try and work my way out of this one, or ask for a teleport or something, because I'm completely lost. Finally, I have made it back to my base. I'm still having a few strange issues and things, for example, not being able to eat. That could be a problem in the near future. But we're here, we're back in the base. It's looking horrendously ugly due to the fact that I don't have my texture pack on. But we are going to be working over here today, as I said. We're going to be working over at Tango Tek's base because we're going to be getting him back. We're going to be getting him back for pranking the Mumbo statue by building a massive statue. A gigantic statue of an iron golem, because I just thought that would be good fun. Of course, he's famous for his iron farms, so definitely seems like a good idea. We're just going to build an absolutely ginormous one, and it should be really quite interesting. So I think the resources we're going to need is, obviously, we're going to need a ton of iron. We're also going to need a ton of stone slabs, stone, probably green wool as well, potentially, or maybe just leaves. I could just use leaves. I think leaves would probably be more sensible, as well as black wool, red wool, and all those sorts of things. So I'm going to gather up all of those bits and pieces, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Right, so I am now over at Tango Tek's base, and we're going to try out the new combat mechanics for the first time. So we have to hit them like that. That was easy. That was easy. I could do that all day long. Okay, then fine. The new combat mechanics are pretty awesome. But as you can see, yes, this is Tango Tek's base. Most of it is down under the ground, but I thought I would head out on top and basically do all of the building here. So this is where we are going to be constructing the ginormous iron golem. Is going to be absolutely huge, hopefully anyway, if everything goes to plan. And as you can see inside this chest, I've got a bunch of iron and a bunch of stone as well. I'm going to need to go and gather up more iron and also a few other resources. So let's just pop back to the base, pick up all of those, then we should be good to go. Very exciting indeed. So finally, I have made it back to Tango Tek's base once again with a handful more resources. And I'm going to be frankly honest with you guys, so far today's video has taken 1.5 hours to record. Yes, 1.5 hours. I don't know what's going on with Minecraft 1.9 in this server right now, but I seem to be having all the problems. I seem to be having hundreds of them. So, yep, this is 1.5 hours work right here, this double chest. But it doesn't really matter because we've got an awesome project ahead of us. So I guess the first thing that I've got to do is I'm going to clear out this area right here, get rid of some of the blocks, and then basically start work on the foundations of our gigantic iron golem that we are going to be building over here. It should be epic and it should be insane. I just apologize for the slow start. Okay, I have just finished building one of the legs, and I'm in the process of taking out all the zombies, and I'm trying my best to get used to these crazy new combat mechanics and things, and really trying quite hard not to die here. But there is one of the legs. It looks okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. There's lots of zombies everywhere. There's lots of zombies everywhere. Please, Mr. Creeper, don't take out my chest. That would not be good. And it's all so very laggy, as you can see right here. I'm definitely going to die. But yeah, this is one of the legs. As you can see, I haven't added in any of the green bits yet, so we don't have any of the vines going down the leg. But I'm going to do that towards the end, simply because I didn't have any green wool. I thought I'd use leaves, but then I hadn't realised that Tango is actually in a mesa biome, so they come out a really horrible sort of orangey colour. And that's just not going to work. So we're going to need green wool for that one, but for the minute, I'm just going to stick with regular legs. And that one is looking really quite good. So now we just have to do the other one, then the bottom half of the body, then the head, and the 2 arms. Not too much. So guys, as you can see, it is now the middle of the day. It's much brighter. I don't have so many mobs around me. And I've also built the second leg. So we've got this leg here, and we've got this leg as well. So the next thing that we've got to do is we've got to do the waist and also the upper body of the iron golem. Because I don't know if you guys remember, it's quite hard to remember what an iron golem looks like without one in front of you. But they sort of have like a waist section, which looks pretty cool, and it's a cool little detail, and we're going to have to construct that one. And then of course, like, the chest is absolutely massive on these things, so we're going to have to build that one as well. And I've concluded I'm not going to do those bits in progress updates, because the progress updates will get quite boring. It will literally just be, I've done the waist, I've done the upper body, I've done an arm, and I've done a head. That's not particularly interesting. So we're going to mix things up a little bit, going to do a third-person time-lapse, so let's crack on with that one, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So guys, I'm going to do a bit of an impromptu time-lapse chat here because I've got a few things I want to talk to you guys about, and that is Minecraft 1.9 and Minecraft 1.8, because we are now back on Minecraft 1.8. We were on Minecraft 1.9 for probably around about 3 hours there, in the snapshots of course, not in the full release. We were in the snapshots, which obviously are a little bit unstable because we were having some pretty serious problems. Of course, the Nether Portal issue, that was rather hilarious. We also had food problems, mob problems as well. Mobs were just the biggest pain in the bum to fight because their AI was all over the place. They weren't tracking particularly well, and it made it really quite frustrating. And basically, we had some other issues as well. For example, the Iron Titan stopped working, which is very concerning indeed, and just a few other bits and pieces. So we concluded that, hey, we probably shouldn't be playing on these snapshots right now. These clearly aren't particularly stable. Let's go back to Minecraft 1.8. But the sad thing about that is that the earliest backup that we had of the server was before Minecraft 1.9, so we had to roll back the server, which isn't normally an issue. That's not really a big deal. You know, we rolled it back by 3 hours. The only slight problem is that I had done everything in today's episode in that 3 hours. Okay, I had done everything then, and that meant that by rolling back, of course, I lost all of that progress. So I lost a bunch of effort there. I lost a bunch of time there. And then, of course, I've had to rebuild everything, which is fine. You know, it's cool. I actually went out and gathered up the green wool and everything like that. So everything's looking a little bit better now. But it was just one of those things that I was just like, oh, it would happen today, wouldn't it? I've got such a busy week ahead of me. I've got so much stuff going on, of course. I'm moving into my new house soon, so I'm trying to get everything sorted for that one. And it's all sort of come together today. And that means that, yeah, I'm a little bit under pressure, but we are going to continue working. And as you can see, the Iron Golem is now looking absolutely fantastic. His legs are looking good, his waist is looking fine, and his chest is probably in the process of being built right now. But I'm recording this after the time lapse, and I can safely say it is all looking good. So yeah, that's basically it. We're on Minecraft 1.8 again. I've got my lovely texture pack back, and I can't wait to get back onto Minecraft 1.9 when everything becomes just a tiny bit more stable. Okay, everything is all constructed. I am currently standing on top of this beast. Let's take a look at what it looks like from over here. Here goes. Ender Pearl has been thrown, and it looks like an Iron Golem. That's brilliant. Okay, that actually looks like an Iron Golem. I was a little bit worried with the third-person time-lapse perspective that it didn't look particularly Iron Golem-y, but that is on point, my friends. I have done a pretty good job so far. Of course, I am sort of semi-following a bit of a guide, but it still looks really quite good. So, of course, I guess the next logical step is to add in some arms that dangle right the way down there, and then of course we're going to add in the head. But that is looking absolutely glorious. It's definitely an iron golem, and he's definitely pretty massive. Excellent news. Right, let's crack on with the arms. Let's give him some arms. Final 2 layers of the first arm right now. We are doing the right arm, I guess, and it is coming together really quite nicely. I haven't actually been able to see what this looks like, so I could have made a complete mess of the whole thing. But then just the final ones now, and I guess we are going to have to fill in that top part. But as you can see, the arms are ridiculously long. They seriously are ridiculously long. They go right the way down to the bottom. So let's just chuck in some of this, and then maybe some stone slabs as well. Right, okay, let's walk over here and once again do the ender pearl and see how it is. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. That looks amazing. I'm very, very happy with that. This iron golem, this is so good. This is so good. I've missed doing big pranks like this one. For example, the last one that I did like this was Shrek. Now, Shrek was considerably larger than this guy, to be quite frankly honest with you. Considerably more detailed and things like that. But this is still quite a bit of fun. So let's do the other arm, and then it will quite literally just be the head left. Oof, I was so expecting him to blow those up then. But yeah, then it will just be the head left. And then we'll have to place some signs down for Tango to make him come outside and check this fella out. It's progress update time, and you guessed it, yes, almost there. The second arm is now going in, and I'm getting really quite quick at placing in all of these blocks. I'm probably going to lose my flow right here, but I'm starting to learn the patterns and things, and I'm starting to learn, you know, what blocks go where. I'm doing it completely randomly now, by the way. I'm not really following the guide, but I guess I'll put a full band like that, and then just the final layer is just going to be iron blocks, and that should be everything pretty much covered. There we go. So, ender pearl once again, and let's turn around and see what this looks like. Iron golem without a head. Good. Alright. Okay, that is looking cool. One thing that I was considering is I was considering doing like an outstretched arm with like a thumb up, but from this perspective right here, you wouldn't have really been able to see that. So this is really good. This guy is looking great. I've got a beaming smile on my face, feeling really positive about this project. I've put everything about Minecraft 1.9 and roll back into Minecraft 1.8 behind me, so I'm just all 100% positive now. And I guess we now need to build the head, which is definitely going to be the most complicated part, especially because my chest is open. Is there someone with like an invisibility potion around here? Huh. That was strange. Alright, okay, well, I'm going to start constructing the head. I'm going to start building out and placing down the blocks and doing some planning and things, and then I will catch you guys in a little bit. So I've just booted up the second account, and I've just created the face using my first account, and I'm about to log into the Hermitcraft server and see what this looks like. Now, this is just the face, not the head. It looks like an iron golem. It does. Awesome. Look, you can see there is Mr. Mumbo up at the top there, or I should just say Mumbo now, because of course I renamed myself, and I'm looking down at that iron block very, very curiously, it seems. But yeah, that is actually looking really, really good. Excellent news. This guy is looking fantastic. So I suppose now it's just a very, very easy job of building the rest of the head, filling in the shoulders, and I guess probably lighting this thing up, because otherwise Tango is going to end up with a rather large iron golem shaped mob spawner, which I'm assuming he doesn't particularly want. So those are the final things that we've got to do. We're on the home straight now. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The final blocks are now going in, and there we go. Our iron golem is all completed. There is his head. Now we just have to take out this gigantic scaffolding pole here. I haven't actually lit up the inside of the iron golem, so I apologize, Tango. You're just going to have to deal with a few mob spawns on the inside of that one. But here it is. This is the gigantic iron golem, and we're going to see in all of its glory around about now. Let's just walk over to a decent vantage point. In fact, let's take a look at what it's going to look like for Tango when he comes over the top of the hill. This is the hill that he's going to come over, in theory, if everything goes to plan. So let's just go up here and spin her around. Epic. That is epic. Okay, that's awesome. Right, he is looking brilliant. He seriously is looking awesome, just standing all anonymously over the hill there. Look, oh wow, look, he's going to come out of there, and he's just going to be peeking over the horizon. I love it. I love just pranks like this one. We're going to have to guide him this way, of course, but that is just... Oh, I've got my hands in the air. I've actually got my hands in the air right now. That's how you know that I've enjoyed one of the pranks that I've done. Do I have... I can zoom in. There's the face. Right, let me try and get a screenshot of this guy, because I don't know what angle I want to go for here as far as the thumbnail is concerned. That's a little bit too far away. If we zoom in, we definitely don't want like iron crotch. That would not be a good thumbnail right there. Maybe we could go for like that one. That's a pretty cool thumbnail right there, because that doesn't give too much away. I like it. Alright, okay. Well, I've got some final bits to do now. Of course, I've got to do the actual pranky bits, for example, the signs and things, and let Tango know who did it. But I am feeling hugely positive, hugely positive about this thing, because he looks mental. Okay, so these are the signs that I've decided to place down. It says, I may be old, but that doesn't mean I can't get you back. Follow the iron blocks to find your surprise from Mumbo. And it says the same thing on that side as well, because I have no idea what Nether Portal he's going to come through at. So now we're just going to start chucking down some iron blocks all over the place, just like this. He's probably going to get really annoyed with the fact that these things are here, but they're just going to go right the way up, all the way around here, and they're just going to make their way up through this tunnel, past False Symmetry Snow as well. False Symmetry has done the exact same thing as me. In fact, this is where I got the idea from, so we're going to add some iron blocks into this stairwell as well, which means that it's just looking a little bit messy right here, but they're going to go up like this. And then, of course, at this point, he's probably going to look up and realise where he has to go, but I'm going to keep going with my iron blocks. And there we go. I think that'll round about do it. And then he'll probably make his way from that point there. And oh, where on earth? Wow, that is like an accurate skeleton right there. But anyway, that is the Iron Golem prank all done and dusted. I've concluded I'm going to call this guy the Iron Giant just because it's one of my favourite films, and also he is technically an Iron Giant. So that is that. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Please let me know down in the comments section if you would like me to do more prank videos, because I know that you guys enjoy them. And of course, if you have enjoyed this one, please sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.